Apink smashed his own first week sales record from 7 years ago. Apink has nearly doubled their personal first week sales record with their latest album. Last week, Apink made their long-awaited return with their special album Horn and its accompanying title track Dilemma, marking their first group comeback in nearly 2 years. According to Untitled Chapter, Horn sold an impressive total of 53,005 copies in the first week of its release, February 14 to 20. Not only did Horn easily beat the first week sales achieved by Apink's previous mini-album Percent, which sold 24,243 copies in its own first week, but it also smashed the group's personal record of 32,478 set by their 2015 album Pink Memory, which had remained unbroken for nearly 7 years. Congratulations to Apink on their successful comeback. Byul diagnosed with COVID-19 just as husband Haha recovers. Just after her husband Haha was finally released from quarantine, Byul has tested positive for COVID-19. On February 23, both Byul and her agency KWON Entertainment announced that she had been diagnosed with the virus. The agency also stated that Haha, who went into isolation earlier this month after testing positive for COVID-19 on February 12, had fully recovered and that his quarantine restrictions had been lifted. KWON Entertainment's full statement is as follows. Hello, this is KWON Entertainment. We are informing you that our artist Byul has been diagnosed with COVID-19. On the morning of February 22, Byul used a self-test kit in order to participate in a scheduled activity, and her result was positive. She then underwent PCR testing, and on the night of February 22, her test results came back positive. Byul previously received 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, and she has currently halted all promotions and is focusing on her treatment and recovery while adhering to the guidelines of government health authorities. Additionally, after being diagnosed with COVID-19 on February 12, Haha focused on his treatment in quarantine, and once the government health authorities deemed that he was no longer at risk of spreading the virus, his quarantine was lifted, and he has since returned to his everyday life. Our agency will continue to adhere to disease control guidelines and do our utmost for everyone's health and safety, including that of our artists. Thank you. Meanwhile, Byul took to Instagram to personally share the news with her followers, writing, "I have news that is both sad and funny. Just when I thought my #quarantine life was finally over, I have to start it again. COVID-19 has done the rounds on our family, and as of yesterday, I too have tested positive. Still, I guess you could sort of see it as a relief that I was able to take care of my sick family first and then become the last patient." Explaining that their children had also caught COVID-19 at different times, she added, "Fortunately, though, the kids were able to get better quickly after only suffering mild cold symptoms, so please don't worry too much. I'll recover quickly and greet you again in good health. Wishing Byul a speedy recovery." DAY6’s Wonpil tearfully announces military enlistment date plus explains why he applied early. DAY6’s Wonpil has announced that he will be enlisting in the military next month. On February 23, Wonpil held a Navy live broadcast in which he talked about his recent solo debut before personally sharing the news of his enlistment. "I will be enlisting on March 28, he announced, before adding, "Since Sungjin, Young K, and Dawn all already enlisted, a part of me kind of wanted to enlist early too." Wonpil went on to reveal that he would be enlisting in the Navy, explaining that he had chosen to apply to the Navy because it was the fastest available option, and as the final member of DAY6 to enlist in the military, he wanted to minimize the band's hiatus by enlisting as quickly as possible. "I think people may be surprised that I'm going to the Navy," said Wonpil. "I didn't originally plan on that, but I ended up enlisting in the Navy because I wanted to match up the time of my military service as much as possible with the other DAY6 members. The Navy is 20 months, so it's 2 months longer than other branches of the military," he continued. "But I wanted to enlist as quickly as possible, so I wound up choosing the Navy." He went on to reassure his fans, "We still have a month left, before promising that he would return as an improved version of himself. When we've all been discharged, my DAY6’s fans' biggest concern, our military service, will have disappeared, he noted. So we can all greet each other again with big smiles. Wonpil then burst into tears as he worried that my days would miss him while he was gone, explaining, "The thing I'm saddest about is that when my days want to see me, they won't be able to, that I won't be able to do things like this, live broadcast. But it's not like I'm not going to return. Time will pass quickly," he tearfully continued, before declaring that he planned to make music for the rest of his life. "When the other members are discharged and we all meet again, I hope that we'll be able to hold concerts like we did before COVID-19, and I think I'll be able to endure while thinking of those days ahead. When we reunite with my days, I hope not a single one of us will have been sick during that time, and we can all greet each other with smiles and the same feelings we have now." He then playfully joked, "Don't you dare go anywhere," before adding more emotionally, "Please don't go. I really hope you will all still be here, exactly as you are now." On a brighter note, Wonpil pointed out, also, "My days, it won't be long before Sungjin returns. That'll be soon. Sungjin is currently scheduled to be discharged in September. Last month, Daewon also enlisted in the military earlier than necessary in the hopes of minimizing DAY6’s hiatus. We wish Wonpil all the best during his upcoming service." Lovelyz' Mijoo and Jessi both test positive for COVID-19. Both Lovelyz' Mijoo and Jessi have been diagnosed with COVID-19. On February 23rd, Enlistment officially announced that Mijoo had temporarily halted all activities after testing positive for COVID-19. The agency's full statement is as follows. "Hello, this is Enlistment. We are making an announcement regarding our artist Lee Mijoo's COVID-19 diagnosis. On February 22nd, Lee Mijoo underwent PCR testing because she had suspicious symptoms, and today, February 23rd, her test results came back positive. Lee Mijoo previously received her second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine in October of last year, and at the moment, she has halted all scheduled activities and is resting while taking all necessary measures in accordance with the guidelines of health authorities. We will do our utmost so that Lee Mijoo can recover her health as soon as possible. Additionally, we will pour all of our efforts into ensuring the health and safety of our artists and staff, in keeping with the guidelines of health authorities. Thank you." Meanwhile, P-Nation similarly announced that Jessi had also tested positive for COVID-19 after developing a mild fever and other flu-like symptoms. P-Nation's full statement is as follows. "We are informing you that our artist Jessi was diagnosed with COVID-19 on February 23rd. On February 22nd, because Jessi exhibited symptoms such as a mild fever, she underwent testing for COVID-19 as a precautionary measure, and today, her test results came back positive. Jessi previously received 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, and she has currently halted all scheduled activities and will focus on being treated at home. Our agency will adhere to the guidelines of government health authorities and do our utmost to ensure our artist's speedy recovery." Both Mijoo and Jessi have recently been filming their upcoming variety show The 6th Sense 3 together, and earlier in the day, TVN announced that The 6th Sense 3 would be postponing its premiere after both Lee Sang-yeob and the show's PD, producing director, tested positive for COVID-19. Wishing both Mijoo and Jessi the speediest of recoveries. What are your thoughts for this news? Share your thoughts with K-pop Radar on the comment section. And by the way, I'm really sorry if I pronounced name or title wrong. I hope you enjoyed the video.